evening, everybody, and welcome to Happy Hour with Alice. And boy, do I feel like we need a happy hour. Things have gotten really hot around here lately between the tube side, between the political side. I think everybody needs a round. Whether you're drinking something straight, something on the rocks, or a little bit of the virgin, maybe a bit of the temple, a bit of the root beer. Come on in, have a seat, and let me introduce you to my panel who always has the hottest topics and the best insight of what's going on. So, first, I'd like to introduce you all to Richard of the American Patriot Pad.
Howdy, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a very blessed day.
I know, and I'm sorry, everybody. I pushed the button a little early because my boys were getting hot in the backstage, and I had to bring some of the best to you. And then we're gonna go with our dear Reaper of Casey's Creepy Creations.
Hello all. I wish I could say it was wonderful to see you. I mean, it always is, but today, let's put it this way. I've got a couple of very special missions I plan to perform later this evening, and let's put it this way. Some people in a very special building somewhere should be very, very frightened.
Oh, Case, I love when you talk like that. It gets my spidey senses going. When the Reaper knows how to make a girl tingle, the Reaper knows how to make a girl tingle.
Hey, what can I say? I've got to be good for something else. And tonight, I know exactly what it is. I know exactly where I'm going to go to deliver it. And boy, there are going to be some people out there that are going to be really sorry they did something today they really shouldn't have done.
Justice in the rarest Reaper form.
The scythe is hungry.
It is hungry.
It needs sacrifice.
Between the scythe and Chippy, I don't know who's worse.
I'll tell you what, because I happen to like Richard so much, I promise I'll save Chippy a few good pieces. Not many, but a few.
Oh, that's good.
And then last but not least, back from the shadows, back in action is our dear son of Mars, because the shadow knows.
Yeah, and the shadow's now gonna tell.
Oh,
Ooh.
And this is why we all. Okay, so first, let me pour everybody around. Everybody, glasses out, drinks up, shot on me, sip on me. And
Alice,
yes.
do you have that extra shot of hemlock I like with my root beer?
Okay, hang on. Let's see if we can make this happen. Hang on, Gabe. Hang on. Please, we got a special delivery if I can execute this one. Hang on. All right.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Hold on.
Hurry.
Yeah, that's it.
Fleshy. Okay. See, Case, I got it.
Take it easy, Ellie. Take it easy. Drink it slowly, one sip at a time.
Puppet drunk.
That's
He wants it.
Hello, sweetheart. Yes, you know I'm talking about you. And thank you for the extra hemlock in the root beer. It's yummy.
See, look. Casey.
It's okay. Spillage in bars is okay. Just remember to clean it up before it eats through the floor.
Was not expecting guest appearance. Chug it, Chug it.
Chug it, Case, chug it.
Okay, I gotta get to my comments. And Tim says, "Yep." He says he's angry about what YouTube restart. Yes, that's some. That's some news.
Yeah.
Well,
It's been a day for all of us.
I think it has. I think that's the one thing I absolutely love about our family is we're all in this together.
Mhm.
And as to oh,
Got
You
the
see-
oh,
See,
what's
now,
I might still have that bottle. I might save that bottle downstairs just because it's cool. Oh, look at her.
he's just
oh.
he's
Oh,
just
who's
he's just
responsible for this one?
he's just taunting me. He's just
Oh,
taunting me.
oh
I'm not
boy.
gonna fall for it. I'm not gonna fall for the bait.
It's
I'm
begging.
not gonna fall for the bait.
well, I'll tell you what, man.
Wait.
I tell you what.
There you go. Have some.
I got one word to say to you, Richard. Bacardi. Bacardi. Okay? And I don't
It should have had
I like the rum.
and
It's okay,
I
it's
don't
okay.
mean any of that stuff you get from the Dominican Republic. God bless them. Okay, they've taken that trademark and run with it, but it's not the same.
I mean this.
It's not the same.
Oh, there's the Bacardi.
It's not
And
the
Tim
same.
says if they do that to Doomcock, watch out. Yeah, Tim,
It's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah.
No. What number does it say there? Does it start with a 1?
150.
Exactly. Does it start with 1? Oh, it
Yeah, that's
starts with a
151.
T. Well, you see right there, that's where you got off on the wrong foot, my friend. Okay.
Next time I bring the tiki bar out, I gotta do rum runners all around.
Yeah,
it.
I mean, come on, man. You
I thought you were
We're just looking at it like,
around.
You think moonshiners are the only ones that know how to make high proof? Come on, man.
Hey, I prefer my Hilton Head because it's made here in South Carolina.
Well, fine. That's all well and good. Enjoy it. Enjoy it, but don't go showing off.
Hey, man. We
Don't
need
go
a
showing
little bit of alcohol to loosen things up for whenever
Ooh.
what we're talking
you know,
about.
I think if I could give alcohol or whatever everybody's choice substances to half of our YouTube family and then some today, I'd be like, Tim, what do you want out there, baby? Because I'll send it to you too.
Yeah, look, I'll put it to you this way, okay? And this is an open challenge. Yeah, open challenge. Bring the YouTuber on who can drink me under the table. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Marcel,
I said what I said. Oh, excuse me. Present company with the Reaper excluded because I don't do hemlock. I don't do hemlock, bro. I don't do hemlock.
no, I was going to say for you, I'll switch to the normal brew.
Thank
But
you.
but here's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
I'm gonna drink you under the table because when I throw up, I'm going down and drinking that too before I take it.
God.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna start with absinthe.
Oh,
Bring it.
Not a problem. He wants to
I
throw
got it.
down.
I gotta play this one.
damn!
Well,
He wants to throw down. No problemo. No problemo. We won't start with the kiddie rides. We'll go right for the roller coaster.
Rocket fuel. I didn't know Artemis had some left over.
No. There's a reason why absinthe was banned from the United States for
Yeah.
4 decades. Okay, all right. I mean, you know, when they alluded the fact that you could see dancing elephants in the front yard and stuff like that Creedence Clearwater Revival song, they were joking around.
Mr. Cranston, sir, all I can say is this. If one's got to throw up, you might as well be throwing up the good stuff.
If you're gonna do, if you're gonna go, you better go right.
Yeah, I mean, it's I'm already halfway there.
Yeah. Hey, no argument. No argument there, man.
Hey, now I have a question for you, my all-knowing shadow friend.
Okay.
I have a question for you. As I said, I am on a mission later this evening to right a grave injustice.
Uh-huh.
And I wanted to know what you knew, if anything, about voodoo. Because I don't think I want to stop with killing these motherfuckers. I think I want to torment them. So
You see there, it's a matter of perspective,
Oh, wait. Lemon says, our sweet Sir Lemon Pie says, was the thumbnail made with me in mind? And I have to say, with all y'all on, I've been missing a little slice of my pie. So I had to say that I do miss you, Lemon. And the good thumbnail for when we do my lemon squeeze, I got to save for a later date. And Tim says that he says right now Shirley Temple, he normally doesn't drink unless it's for a social occasion, and even that's a small glass. And Tim, I just want to tell you, I make a mean Shirley Temple. Would you like extra cherries?
But with what happened today with Tony, it's drink all around.
Hey, just be sure you keep an eye on your glass, Tim, because it's liable to get spiked. Anyway,
when life gives you lemons, squeeze them and make it lemonade.
I'm squeezing the lemon pie.
Right? Yeah, we'll squeeze something in there to answer the Reaper's question. Okay, you got to understand, voodoo is an umbrella term. Okay, there's Haitian voodoo, there's Creole voodoo, and then there's my particular Santeria. Now, if you want to partake of a friend of mine for a particular purpose, I could call in a couple of favors. I could call a couple of favors. It might cost a couple of chickens here and there, but
I could do that. I could do that.
We could. What's a few chickens among friends?
Of course.
But the point is that there's a lot that we could take care of.
I would dearly appreciate that.
Not a problem. Not
a few. The phone call I got this morning was gut wrenching.
Not a problem. We got you covered.
I appreciate this. I owe you one. Believe me. The next time,
you don't owe me anything. You don't owe me anything.
Let's put it this way: the next time you're scheduled to die because some bad guy thinks he's got you, well, I could put that off just a little bit.
Just for a few minutes.
That's all I need. Long enough for you to kick his ass.
That's all I need is a few minutes. And you know what? Maybe I'll send you a special delivery.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that, especially in the mood I'm in today.
What's a warm body between friends?
Well, let's put it this way: by the time this friend is over with it, the body's going to be a lot warmer.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I cast a long shadow. Emphasis on the long.
Oh,
I just have a long face.
That's all I'm going to say right there.
I'm like, okay, they're being good.
That's all I'm going to say right there.
Okay, and we won't say what part of you cast the shadow.
Hey! All I said was shadow. I didn't go into any detail.
Well, I was being good, but I was trying to pay you a compliment too, my friend.
Thank you very much.
In all truth, though, Marcello, I hope you're feeling better.
I am. I got a great dentist. Took care of it. I'm hanging in there. It was a pain that I would not wish on anyone.
I can.
And I've heard it's akin to childbirth, which I have never personally experienced, other than being in the room. So, I'll take their word for it.
Yeah, it's
I'll
not
take their word for it.
Yeah. One of the things that you just can't. It just doesn't go away.
Mm-mm.
Like you have to get it addressed, and you have to,
Trust me, I need so much dental work. It's not even funny.
Let's put it this way: I may not fear much, but I haven't had dental work done in years because when I was a kid, I hated my dentist. My dentist was one of my uncles.
Well, I've had so much face trauma and a couple stories behind it, but I've had several of my teeth cracked and then they broke, and so now I'm missing a bunch, and I can't afford to have dental work done, so I just deal with it. But
Bless you.
yes,
Thank you. Thank you. Even reapers are not immune to allergies, it seems.
Hey, man, the cold virus knows no boundaries.
That it doesn't. That it doesn't. And it does get awfully cold down there sometimes.
I feel like Casey and I are doing the old lady, old man swap. He's going to send me the Tums and I'll send him the allergy pills.
Hey, no problem. Now, you said you wanted the fruit flavored chewable.
Yes, sir.
All right, it can be done. I'll get you the extra large bottle.
Thank you.
No
That's
problem.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Lemon's like, what the fuck? Okay.
What the fuck? Yeah. Yeah, it's
Lemon's
quite a
going.
long story, but
Well, what
Yeah,
got
you
me
too.
aggravated is the fact, they keep, for the longest time, they said you need to post something every day and you got to keep it on a schedule. And then when you do play by their rules they set up, then they pull this shit.
Well, you know what gets to me, what really scares me is okay, they're dinging him uh for inauthentic content.
content.
That mean that means that they could ding any one of us at any time. I mean,
Yep.
I use AI on my stuff because I can't really talk for very long. And aside from that, if I tried to read something with my eyesight, even with my glasses, if I were on camera here, I would literally have to hold a piece of paper up to my glasses. You would not see anything on camera but the top of my head and a piece of paper. How am I supposed to be able to do that?
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
can't. So I go ahead and I use a mic when I can and AI when I can't.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's just so it's so fracking frustrating because they did the same thing to Jill. Uh, I can't remember how to say his name. Because Scooby Pup was saying that Tony needs to get with him because he just went
It's
through
Enzo.
that's it. And it's just so damn ridiculous. And I'm oh man, it just all this happened when they started. They fired so many people and replaced them with these AI monitors, and they keep.
I mean, it's not like YouTube isn't making enough money as it is. You can't
Yeah.
you can't tell me those motherfuckers, pardon me,
No worries.
couldn't be smart enough to hire actual human beings. I mean, no.
Oh, Tim just
Objective.
said they got Tom Connors at Midnight's Edge too.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's been off for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Damn.
I mean, I'll be honest, guys, I don't even know if it's worth being on YouTube anymore. But I don't
No,
know
because
where
then
I'll
they win, Casey. And I was thinking about this earlier. Is if we stop doing what we're doing, even as small, non-monetized creators, then they win. And I don't want them to win.
Okay, but here's the problem, Alice. Because I mean, I mean, if I'm going to go out and purchase software to go do this, and take
Mm-hmm.
time to go do this, and spend 2 fucking full days out of a weekend up all night to create content to put in a video, then I'm not going to want to stop until I get some money out of it, just because I need some incentive
Mhm.
to make it worth my while to do. I mean, I enjoy telling stories. I enjoy listening to you read my stories. But the point
Aw.
is, but the point is,
Hey,
I can't.
Commodore.
Hey, Jim.
How you
Go for
doing?
it.
Uh, I'm just saying, at some point, there's got to be some kind of an end game for me, and that end game was when I started YouTube so long ago. I figured it would be a safe way for me to actually break out of the rut I'm in, so eventually I don't have to get money from people. People don't have to give me, people don't have to do fundraisers for me, because I'll
Yep.
be able to take care of myself. But now I'm like, okay, if YouTube's doing this, where the fuck do I go?
Well, and I've been thinking if I later down the road, do I even want to join their monetization program and deal with all the bullshit? Where I can have more fun actually playing certain clips or certain things where I might get dinged, but it won't hurt me. Where I could just put a PayPal or a Ko-fi if I want to have somebody possibly be able to donate.
I
So
mean, that
I'm
would be,
thinking I would turn down YouTube monetization program, and God only knows we could use the money.
Mama
I
needs
know
me.
that, but I know that, and believe me, if you got a link, I would make sure you got something. Just
No,
because, just because
you
I gotta
represent
be.
the rest of the family. My doctors just got to get their heads. Well, corporate just has to get their heads up.
Mhm.
Yes. But yeah, I don't know if I would want to be tied down by their rules because I already am just the way I am. I have to be careful what I can do. And
Well, I mean,
he was Tim the other day asking me, saying when I was doing the Artemis live and I had the NASA stream up, he was like, "Better might want to mute that so you don't get struck." And I'd already looked into it, but I was taking that chance too because every other channel and their brother was that I wanted to have fun with it. But if I'm a monetized channel, I might not even couldn't even consider that.
Mhm.
But I do love that our family cares enough about us to make sure that we're safe. So, Tim, thank you again for making sure that we were safe. I appreciate that a
Yeah.
lot.
Oh yeah, because I got a test channel now. I'm gonna be running all my clips on it, but let them sit up for about 8-10 hours till YouTube processes it and see what gets hit before I put them on the main channel here. So we'll see what copyright strikes come out of it before I actually get a hit with a real strike like I did with Cats one night. The musical.
Cats, the musical.
Oh yeah,
That's
that
the
was a
biggest
quick.
strike ever.
Yeah, it comes off in 8 days, 7 days. So.
Yay, which means free reign
Mhm.
again.
well,
Yeah,
all
I've
I
had to
know,
watch what I do.
One of the things, I mean, I'm just to that point to where YouTube keeps doing this stupid shit, and they're basically weakening their own base
Mm-hmm.
that's been making them their money.
yeah,
And when they demonetize, they get to keep that money. So
That's cool.
they've got an incentive for demonetizing their creators.
Yep.
Yeah, because my question is, what happened to all that money Tony got in just super chats?
no,
Does
they
it go
get to
back?
keep it.
No, that's bullshit. Because I did read that the gifted memberships, they say it's a one-time gift. They can keep that, but I was wondering about the super chat.
Tim makes a great point. Hang on. And Tim says, and the thing I don't like is they won't tell you why you got demonetized. They keep it vague as much as possible. And they gave him a general idea.
No, I wouldn't even call that a general idea.
You wouldn't? Okay.
Mm-mm. And I have a good feeling it has something to do with the lawsuit they just lost. But we'll be covering that soon.
Yeah, Richard's
Yeah,
going
we'll
to
be covering that tomorrow on Fireside Chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need you to send me the link so I can do the research on it.
And nobody's been talking about that aspect of it yet with this whole Tony and what's been happening is nobody's looking at what the legal ruling just after the verdict just came down.
Which is why,
which coincides with everybody getting demonetized.
Yeah. Like I said, they are actually getting They are. It,
And Jim said
One-
one person sent me a super chat in 4 years.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you have to make what, over 100 or 200 to be able to collect it.
Yep. And then Tim says, is that the case in Germany? I don't know, but we'll look into that.
Unless
I missed the chat. Unless they missed something.
because, I mean,
well,
they're
okay.
incentivized to demonetize you. That way, they get to keep that money.
Yeah.
Because they're making money off of advertising on your videos. Plus, whenever people send you super chats, they get money for that. And if they demonetize you, they get to keep the whole damn thing.
And you know what's funny is that if I realized, and Jim says it's $100 limit.
Yeah.
And this is the thing is I'd never, so entertainment law, and I think our dear son of Mars could agree with me. Kind of when I was in the heyday of when I would have gone into law, even though I wanted to do medical malpractice, entertainment law was massive in the early 2000s. But nobody, I think, ever thought about, social media law or any of these things being a hot topic well, we've always done with intellectual property law. But, YouTube is creating this whole space where so much is black, white, gray, pink, vanilla, chocolate,
Well, and they don't even give you a place to screen something before you get hit, so you don't even know.
Yeah, that's the part that's got me.
The problem,
these chuckleheads, they do this stuff because it benefits them. As long as they have us here giving free content that they can run advertisements on, they're making a buttload of money.
Casey, what do you think?
Well, you know what gets to me, to go along with Richard's point, it's not even like it used to be where they would wait until you got monetized to get money off your channel. Now they run commercials whenever they want on anybody's channel.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Tim makes a fabulous point. It's like copyright law now. Last updated in 1998. Yes, thank you.
well, you've thrown an onion type of question out there. There's many layers, and inside of each one of the big layers, there's even more layers in there. The fact is that that copyright law has, in a sense, failed to keep up with technology. Number one, and in some ways has been. I'll say it this way. Again, this is just my opinion, which everyone has, and everyone is entitled to. Gone off the reservation. Okay. For example, let's say that you pay services to one of these companies that will generate AI created content. Yep. You paid for a service. Who owns the copyright?
Yeah.
Okay. Who owns the copyright? Well, I'll put it to you this way. Think of a photographer. You pay a photographer to take your pictures. So they took your pictures. You got your pictures. Who owns the pictures? Technically, the photographer does. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And so this is what these AI companies are hanging their hats on.
Yeah, with the photographer, then you buy the rights to use the picture when you purchase.
Correct. And rather than owning the thing, you own the right to use the thing. And by the way, you know who else operates this way? Video game companies. Video game companies. This is why they're able to hang out the way that they're able to hang out. Turn off games that you bought 10 years ago because you're the only one with 5 other people playing it, but because the company isn't making enough money to quote unquote sustain the server bills, they turn off the server.
Yep. And it ain't like the old days where you could buy the hard copy and keep playing. Now you have to have the internet to be able to have the game.
And then we wonder why there's such a push for physical media.
I never did like that when they went to no hard copy. You had to have Xbox, whatever, or I don't even know. I don't have it.
The problem there is a matter of control. If you have physical media and you're playing something, you have control over it. And what ends up happening is that a publisher would prefer to retain control over their artwork. It's like saying, you I, I want you to commission a painting for me, Alice, and I'm
Right.
willing to pay you for it, but you get to decide after I've paid for you to paint this painting what you get to do with that painting. You know the answer to that is, right? A big F followed by a big U. Okay? That's what that really should amount to. Unfortunately, our copyright laws have not kept up with that idea. Okay? At the end of the day, all this stuff affects more than you could realize. The right to repair your vehicle, the right to repair your computer, the right to repair your phones today is a continual struggle, because technically speaking, the companies that are making these products treat them as they have licensed you the ability to use them for an indeterminate time.
Yeah.
Rather than actual ownership. Okay. The concept of ownership has been devalued and devolved.
Which is very foreign, I think, to a lot of us, because like Casey with his stories, right? Casey writes a beautiful story, multiple beautiful stories, and he chooses who he gives those rights to.
Yep.
You know, and now other people are making those decisions and taking liberties,
And now it's not even people; it's a computer.
which is even scarier.
Skynet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know what gets to me a lot is I remember when people used to say about YouTube that there's something wrong with YouTube because it's like the Wild West. Well, I got news for you. It's still like the Wild West, except now it's the Wild West in reverse. If you go on there, you have no control over what they do, how they do it, when they do it.
Yeah.
And if they don't like that you did or said or used something, I mean, I'll be honest with you. The way things are now, the only reason that I'm still on YouTube is that I'm too small for them to notice.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I won't argue with that assessment.
I mean,
I think that's the case. I think that's the case. You're too small for them to care about its impact on the bottom line.
and the thing is, that's what bothers me because, like I was just saying, I always went into this knowing. Well, I went into this for two reasons. One, because I really like the art form. I really like telling stories, and I really like the idea of being able to use, uh, you know, uh, this kind of technology to help me tell the stories I always had in my head but could never get out. But the thing is, now there really is no end game that I could use to actually turn this into what I always wanted, which is a way, which is really a way not to have to deal with all the shit that I deal with all the time because it's like everybody's got control of me. If I do something the government doesn't like, they shut everything off. I'm still waiting to find out if I got any medical coverage.
Oh, and like Tim said, you use the wrong pronouns when you talk about Elliot Ellen Page demonetized.
Oh yeah.
And they'll retroactively do it to you.
Well, and Richard just brings that point up earlier when I was listening to Tony's, and he read what the strike and the demonetization said. It sounded they gave a period that like this is the period we're deducting all your monetization. But if he's been doing the same thing for the last 5 more months before that, and they also brought into the retroactive, that you might have to pay them back. Will they make you pay back the last 5 months that they've determined that period was where you got demonetized?
Crazy was all over this morning.
Well, it was like when the people were, it was not long ago, the people were putting in the super chats, and then 3 months down the road, going and contesting it on their credit card bills and getting the refund, and then YouTube was charging back the creator. Well, and what I heard in Tony's was they could do the same thing over demonetization if they determined that you use that same premise for demonetization, or you violated that rule. Before that, they could go back and charge you back and make you pay them back.
And my big thing is,
and that's scary.
And my big thing is they don't think about who's making a living off of this. Like, granted, our community is stellar, right? Our YouTube community is spot on. We have people who go above and beyond. Like, there's a lot that happened on Tony's stream earlier. People that came and showed up, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because it's my stream. So Casey, you're stellar. A shout out to all that you do. And Furious Dan, a shout out to him because he didn't have to do what he did tonight. And a shout out to all of our other people that contributed to Tony tonight or earlier today, because why are we having to take care of each other when we are making good content, or people are making good content and should be acknowledged? That's my thing, is why is it always against the man, against the little person?
You know why? Because nobody gives a shit.
They can get away with it. That's why.
Yeah.
But this is a community. But this is a community of people who have all, struggled, and we all have our own demons. And we honestly, hands down,
I have many demons.
Yeah, I mean, we holy shit! If you told any person what these people in these communities have been through, they would be like, "Oh my God, they're still with us. They're still going." And I'm like, "Yeah, because that's what these people do." So it just all gets me, and that's why I was angrily or nervously cleaning earlier.
Oh, I mean, I know. To be honest, ever since I started doing this was all I wanted to do.
Good point. So Tim says, I kind of want them to demonetize Disney here, the AI, and see what happens.
Oh, no, they'll never demonetize Disney. They get too much money. That's what I'm saying. They don't care about the little guys. They want to get rid of all of us so they can bring in more seats for big companies.
Well, like I said, they see us little guys producing content for free for them. And as long as they keep us demonetized, they don't have to pay jack shit for it. They get it for free.
Yep.
A lot of us are doing this because we enjoy doing it. We enjoy being able to sit around and talk and have the people in the chat throw in their 2 cents and have an actual conversation and learn something new and teach something. Whenever we're sharing these things with each other, we're learning as we go. And this is something I keep telling people. If you're not learning something new every day, you're stagnant and you're dying. We learn something new every day. Even if it's just something as simple as, I don't know, how better to cross the fracking road without getting our asses run the fuck over.
And Tim said, but the AI does it by mistake.
Well, that's the thing. The computer can't read nuances and context.
Well, then they gotta have some people fucking over there watching the computer.
And Jill made a great.
Casey just got it.
Amen. Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.
I will tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you, most of you already know this, and I'm probably sick of hearing it, but I'm saying it again. I am going to be 62 years old. I have never had an actual fully working job a day in my life, I will tell you, I would go to YouTube for free. I would literally work for them for nothing just to be able to be in there and be able to put in front of the computer and allowed to scan this shit because it just might be that maybe I would be able to save somebody's career.
Ooh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
I mean, there are so many people who could actually do this job. They could have it done remotely, even.
Yeah, I was just thinking remote.
Oh, and you know what, Keith? That's amazing because that would give so much even of our community a second.
I
That's
mean,
beautiful.
I mean, that's the fucking point. The fucking point is that they don't care because even if I could give them this idea and tell them if you paid me minimum wage or let me go in there for free, they would still not do it.
Mm.
Yeah, that's because they have no control over you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole point. Remember, a lot of the people that work at YouTube, they are ideologues. I mean,
Yeah.
look at what they did. Okay, you had several big time YouTube people that was bringing in buku cash for them, and all because they used the exact same wording that the Vox reporter was using, calling himself a gay wonk, a Latino gay wonk. That was his own words of how he described himself. And Steven Crowder repeated it and was showing him saying these things about himself. And they demonetized him. That was the first adpocalypse that we got. They
Inton
went,
said, I get having AI on YouTube with all the videos being uploaded, but you would think you could talk to a person. Yes.
That's
yes,
what I,
that's how it used to be. But
Yes.
they
Yep.
fired all the real people and replaced all the real people with the AIs.
And Jill did say that earlier on Tony's, is that that's what happens. This is when you take that personal, real life interaction, this human algorithm, if you want to say it, and you take it out.
I
Yeah.
mean, there has to they decided to take the humanity out of it because it was cheaper for them to do, and the thing can do it 24 hours a day, so they don't have to pay people.
Well, and I see the same thing with the fast food. Like those kiosks they put in like McDonald's. I won't go up to one of those.
Perfect example. They opened a brand new Circle K by the house, and Crazy was ecstatic because he got to get his hot dogs today, and I got my 3 different flavors of Celsius. But the girl that was helping us was amazing, super sweet, everything like that. But then we went through the self checkout.
She did it though.
She did it though because we did look like some country bumpkins that wouldn't know how to use it. But anyways, it was like all I could think about was we put our stuff up there,
All of it at one
all
time.
of it at one time. It knew exactly what was there. And then I thought to myself, but what if this replaces her? I liked my interaction with the clerk. I liked my talking to
Well,
her.
I'll go you a different direction.
Okay.
A few years ago, Amazon started a little process called the walk in and walk out. They piloted a few places where everything could be just simply you walk in, it basically would recognize who you were, would be able to detail if you had an Amazon account. You grabbed something, a bag or a cart, and you loaded things up on your cart. And as you went about shopping, okay, it would detail what you were picking up. There were sufficient sensors around the place that it would start detailing what you were walking out with, and you literally could walk in and walk out without talking to anyone, and be able to purchase things. That was the idea, Alice. That was the dream.
I just
Wow.
can't
Guess,
taking human interaction out of life.
Not to mention,
but it wasn't
not to
even
mention private.
it wasn't even about that. It was all sold under the guise of convenience. Maybe you didn't want to interact with somebody because everybody has had an interaction with a ridiculously minded checkout clerk or
Or the person
someone-
that can't make Alice's rap right. I get it. I do.
Correct. Everybody's had that interaction. So the dream was that you could walk in, get what you wanted, and walk out. Guess what? As of late last year, Amazon has had to hurriedly walk back. This entire thing that they have spent tens, not just but tens of billions of dollars pursuing.
And that trips me out because then you have Tim like saying, where I work, I'm a bagger and people like talking to me. I'm the guy who also does the little odds and ends to keep the place looking good and neat.
Yeah.
And why are we? Where did we go sideways?
Yeah, because our small town, we love our people at the stores. They all know us. We know them.
Oh my God, I love when our people at the store ask me, "How's your channel going?" Like if you don't think they don't know all about y'all.
But
Sorry, I talk a lot. But
most companies do not design and target for your demographic. I'm sorry, but there it is. But there it is.
Too.
And if Theta was here,
but there it is.
This topic actually would come up because Dollar General's been one lately that I've noticed that, at least at our stores, nobody's at the cash register anymore. They only have like a self-checkout and one person.
Yeah. I actually went to a Dollar Tree earlier today I was actually looking for a sewing kit. Okay. They don't have them. But they had precisely 2 employees manning the entire store. 2.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. Over 1,500 square feet. Okay. 1,500 square feet, 2 employees. All right. And everything else, manual checkout. I think they had 1 person manned checkout line. All right. Our grocery stores are like that. Our shopping stores are like that. The only companies that still haven't shifted to that direction are clothing stores and home goods places. Okay?
That's because that's where women mostly shop, and I don't think women would deal with that. And I love this because Tim says that he lets people vent about something, and he lets them get it off their chest.
Yeah.
All right, I'm putting my glasses on. Tim's got to get my glasses on. But that's the thing. Thank you.
So here's where I would go with this. Okay, I would be curious to see if somebody. I would be curious to see if somebody, and then maybe I'm giving somebody a shot, a question, an idea. If somebody built a channel strictly and solely for the purpose of reporting demonetized channels, and basically would have an interview every day of anybody who had been demonetized by YouTube and see what happens.
Oh,
I'll do it.
That's all.
I'll do it.
That's all. 24/7 demonetized streams. I just gave you the name of the channel, people. You can thank me later.
Marcelo, I know what would happen. They'd find a way to demonetize that channel because it would make YouTube look bad.
I think it's worse than that. I think they would find a way to block that person's channel from posting videos.
So and this was one of the things, and I think I said this the other night or a couple nights ago. So originally, when I wanted to take down the whole down the hole with Alice. So when I launched that, I wanted to talk about YouTube. And for a good latter part of 6 months, maybe 8, I've had in my phone all the things I wanted to talk about. I wanted to bring on Tony, where he's at, a big name YouTuber. You know, I wanted to pick everybody's brain. I wanted to get all my girlies together, like Jill, you know, to talk about women in YouTube and stuff like that, and kind of not expose, but in a sense expose it. And I kept getting poo-pooed, and it was, you can't do that. You're gonna screw yourself. You can't do that.
Become a target.
Because you become a target. But then I was like, but it's, I felt like it was something that, as somebody new to creating content and new to this family, because YouTube, we're a family, y'all are fucked, so we're a family, you know. And I wanted to bring it out, and it's when things like this happen, like today, like with Jill, with Tony, and then I want to talk about it even more, because it's almost like, how do we fix this? You know, where do we go from here?
Well, and what happened with Tony and Jill just put us all in the extra guard.
Okay, everybody. I want you to check out a channel called Demonetized Anonymous. I've just created it. And I'm going to put it out there, and I'm going to go around telling people about it. And I'm like, if you've been demonetized, I want to interview you.
Oh, okay.
I have absolutely 0 subscribers because I literally just created it. But I'm going to, but I
think you can post that link. Yeah. Put that link in.
Yeah. So I'm basically going to say, I will draw a line in the sand and say, if you've been demonetized, folks, I want to hear from you.
Ooh, we gotta get the link to Stupendo too.
I want to hear from you. Hang on a second. I'm gonna give you the link to the channel.
Oh no!
Hang on a second.
Oh yes.
When the shadow commands.
Hang on. I'm just gonna pop it in the chat right now. I'm actually putting it in the comment, folks. So anybody and everybody can get it. And all I'm going to say is this, okay? If somebody wants to be interviewed, if you've been demonetized,
I'm number 2. Okay.
I want to interview you. And my point is that not necessarily to even make money off of this. I want to document these stories.
Oh, Tim says he just hit us up. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you, Tim. But because the thing is this is not going to necessarily be my main channel. But you know what? The point is that I want to get this stuff documented, and I'll probably work on tonight maybe a little introductory video. Yeah, I'll probably use AI. Yes, you heard me say it, to create a little introductory video, okay, about what the channel is about. It's that simple. Okay. The point is this: if for some ridiculous reason the channel grows enough to the point of being monetized, okay, I will make it this channel's mission to expose everything about the practices of demonetization, and actively saying, really, demonetize me now, YouTube, because all I'm doing is talking about what your practices are. You can refute them, what they be. All right. Matter of fact, have someone from YouTube management come and be interviewed on the freaking channel about what the practices are that you have to avoid to be demonetized, to not be demonetized. There you go. Let's establish some transparency here. You don't want people being demonetized. You actually want people contributing and being able to generate some money off of this. Tell us what will keep you from being demonetized.
Yeah, and tell us why it is that when you enact these policies, that you make so vague that people have to go around and try to find a lawyer to explain it. No disrespect, Mark.
But Casey, I don't think they'll do it.
I know they
I
won't.
don't think they'll do it
I know they won't because
if they did it, they would be opening themselves up for an enormous amount of lawsuits.
I mean,
Enormous.
I can tell you this much: they won't do it because how because let's say I get big enough and they demonetize me, which I know will happen because I'm not going to go and try to cam up, as they say, and do something I can't do. So I will get demonetized. And I want to know at that point, I how can you tell a disabled person who is just trying to create the content that you claim you want? I mean, that this whole thing, if you got the right person, this could be turned into a discrimination lawsuit.
Well, the thing is this: they're going to see it. They're not going to see it that way, Casey. But the fact is that if it were possible to create a class, okay, and I'm going to put on my non-legal hat here. I am not speaking, not a
Put your disclaimer in, Marcelo.
Yeah. I am not an attorney. I'm not offering legal advice here. Okay, I just know a few things. The thing is this: if there were such a way to agglomerate enough people to be able to find out where the overlaps are of creating a class to bring it back into YouTube's hands, I think they'd have a problem. The problem here is that everybody is so separated. Everybody is so fractured out on YouTube that it would be nary impossible to bring enough people to come to agreement sufficient that we could create a class. But if you were able to create a class, okay, if you were able to create a class,
I had to call in the big guns.
Oh God.
Siggy says, you understand, with a simple push of a button, all would be resolved, or Eldridge God would free us all from our burdens.
but
That sounds like the ultimate fantasy.
But before we do that, we drink.
Hold on.
Drink.
Somebody has to say something.
Before that,
we have to
we drink.
We drink.
Yeah.
And and today, there we go. HR Puffin stuff. Yeah, Sid Croft is dead, so all three brothers are gone. No more HR Puffin stuff. Yeah. And we all grew up with that, didn't we, Richard? Today was a sad day today. Yeah. And the saddest part is he died 3 days ago, and we only just found out today. And I was like, wow, he passed away last Friday. Yeah.
Well,
the baby, one of the babies is now hosting.
The baby is hosting.
Is that like Richard? Is that like a representation of Sigmund and the Sea Monsters?
Yep.
No,
nice.
He's responding to Sig Valdison in the chat.
Yeah.
Kid.
I remember Johnny Whitaker from that though, man. I mean, like, and he grew up. He, great actor, did a lot of stuff, but I mean. But he was a kid back then, and and you watched all of these actors. Well, I mean, look what happened with Electro Woman and Dinah Girl. I mean, you saw that wonderful lady who played Electro Woman, go into one of the greatest soap operas ever of Days of Our Lives and stuff. And I mean, just a lot of great moments, but all gone now. But I mean, there's still, you can find things on YouTube now. I mean, like, I find Dr. Shrinker, I find Land of the Lost, I found HR Puffin stuff. I mean, Sigmund and Sea Monsters, all their episodes. Wonder Buggy, you guys remember that? Wonder Bug or whatever. Yep. I mean, all of it is out there. So, I think we can do a service to all three brothers by watching some of those and downloading them for memories.
And Siggy says, HR Puffin stuff. Who's your friends when things get rough? HR Puffin stuff. can't do a little because he can't
No,
do enough.
but you got to sing it, okay? Put that up again one more time. Go ahead, I'll sing it for you.
All right.
HR puffin stuff. Who's your friend when things get rough? HR puffin stuff. Can't do a little because he can't do enough.
Oh my God, I love it. And
Yeah.
Mike, thank you so much for joining us. So
Oh,
a
sure.
lot went on today, and
Yeah.
our dear Tony Stark got demonetized.
What? How did he
Yeah.
get demonetized?
Yeah, so
What
I
the
didn't know
hell?
if you knew. I just that's kind of where a lot of our stuffs and things and talkings kind of coming with.
Yeah.
Well,
That was the whole premise behind this chat, man. Because we were fine. He had a great stream in the afternoon.
Right.
I forget who it was from Canada.
Yeah.
Sent him a couple $100 Canadian.
Right.
Great, fun
Yeah,
stream. Fun stream, man. We had
a
we
really
had
good run. Actually.
yeah, we had a great start cast. I mean, it was like, probably one of the better start casts. Everything's, square, clear. Might have had a little issue with Digny, went off the rails a little bit, and like, hey, yo, ease up, RoboCop. But other than that, I can't think of a single thing that would have caused it to push over the edge to demonetization. Okay.
Right.
But by 10 o'clock after the Rumble stream, poof, going off to Enzo's, and we're like, okay. And by that point, I went to bed, and I guess that's where we went off the crazy train, and
Yeah,
we are where we are.
Yeah.
When Tony called me this morning, and he called me right after I got up, about 9 o'clock, 9:15, something like that. And he's like, we've been having a great run of streams the last couple of weeks. I made more in this last couple of weeks than I made in the last couple of months combined. And he's like, I even had a good stream on Rumble and stream Sunday night, and I was about to go to bed, and I got this message on my phone from YouTube, and they told me this, and he's like, I just started drinking. I found the biggest bottle I had in the house, and I've been drinking, and I won't tell you some of the other stuff that he said, but it was really heartbreaking and depressing.
Well, can I ask Son of Mars a question, or Shadow?
Yeah.
I've been following Tony's content for a few years now, and there are times where he kind of skirts the edge, so to speak, but he's able to recover in time and never gets demonetized or anything else that kind of radical like that happens.
He's been demonetized once before.
Oh, okay, one time before. But what I'm saying is, it's not like a major thing. But then, did they finally knock him for something they wanted to knock him for, or what?
So here's the thing. I mean, and I don't mean to steal anybody else's thunder, because we were talking about.
Well, you're not. You're just like listening what's going on.
I want to make sure we're all on the same page and everybody knows what's going on.
Yes.
Because Mikey is Mikey Sue's they're creators too.
Yeah, because nobody's here to knock Tony, go after him. This is actually what YouTube's doing to everybody.
Well,
everybody. I mean, we feel like we're lucky because Susanna has been doing it for 20 years, since 2006, since just shortly after YouTube itself created. So
So here's the thing. Again, to not steal anybody's thunder, but
no,
we were talking about this in the background before Alice launched the stream. Right. And the only plausible rationale for why this came down seems to be because YouTube recently lost a lawsuit involving the presentation of material towards children. Okay. as we
and
know,
addictive and mental health issues.
Correct.
Addictive content and mental health issues.
correct. As we know, recently there was a shift to and then a shift back from bringing on a younger crowd. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it there. Okay.
Right.
And the only thing that seems to logically fit YouTube's actions is a knee jerk reaction as a result of that lawsuit. Okay. Now, I don't know the specifics of that case, and I'm not going to speak in a capacity of an attorney. Not going to do that. All right. So maybe if we had somebody like Legal Mindset, who God knows where the hell he's been the last few months, spoke about this, which really should, it would be nice to get some more details with regards to that. But it's the only thing that logically fits, Mikey. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the only thing logically, because we have creators out there, and yes, I know FKT. I know, Tim, that you mentioned one that has been demonetized for the same exact messages. But I mean, not to bash the guy, but get some new characters, DC. There, I said it.
That's not what I wanted to say.
Hey!
I can't get it big enough.
I said it. Okay, get some new characters. Okay, give Hank Hill a rest for a little bit. Okay, I'm just saying. All right.
Right.
And then we have some other channels that talk about a certain large entertainment company with theme parks. The man's never shown his face. Good content, don't get me wrong. I listen to him. I'm a member. Okay.
Right.
But the man's never shown his face. So the excuse that, because Tony hasn't shown his face, it doesn't fly.
No.
Doesn't fly. Okay. So the only thing that logically we could come up with, and I think this was Alice that made the point, is that, well, maybe it was that slight detour that brought in a younger crowd.
And the latest lawsuit that was they lost it 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, correct.
Very recent channels.
Very recent, in which case YouTube, who is still trying to actively defend, despite the fact that they were found liable, they're appealing it. And so that they do not show that they are in any possible non-compliance or are in fact continuing the behavior, have gone back and now, well, they're doing what they're doing.
Okay. So Shadow, here's my question. So what, moving forward, what is or does Tony have in regards to legal grounds? What can he do from this point?
Well, again,
not much.
even though I've defended Alf from paternity,
okay.
That's actually considered authentic content too.
It was an open.
Boy, that went off the rail.
It was an open and shut case. My client was not present at the insemination of the horse. Moving along.
You can't help on that one.
Moving along. Okay.
And Ellie was there. Ellie was present when the DNA samples were taken.
Yeah. If the DNA doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Right.
Anyway,
so what is his legal grounds now?
Okay.
What can he do?
Well, the point is that he can stand, and this is something that he made a few hours ago. The stand on that a lot of his content is in fact still very much original. Okay. Yep. The fact that he has a variety of content. Okay. Right. The fact that a lot of his content is also live, i.e. Starkcast. Okay. And so, and so that in its totality, while YouTube could call into question some content, that it may not rise necessarily to the level that it requires demonetization. For example, if some of the content that YouTube would then specify as not being compliant were to be made non-available. In other words, if he went back and removed some content that YouTube would be specifying was not in compliance from access, if that's the case, then what rationale exists to continue to demonetize the stream? If he becomes back in compliance, what is the rationale to continue demonetization?
Well, they shouldn't
Other
do
than
any
that, it would
more
be
at that
punitive.
point because it would be pointless.
Well, it's not a matter of being pointless. It's a matter of that if he is in compliance, what rationale other than being punitive? Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
David. So they says he's gonna come
And I
on.
think his aspect, I know where he's going to go with this. I think this aspect is also a factor too.
Okay,
On top
so,
of the
so
lawsuits and
also,
what they,
yeah. So let's get Theta to let us know what's happening. Also,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Theta, you have
I'm
they
Yeah,
got
go
the
ahead.
Oh, there we go.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm keeping an
All
eye
right.
Hey,
on
Theta.
what Tony's
What's up,
going to
man?
retweet.
How are y'all doing?
Hey, Theta.
Okay,
come
so
on in, man.
Marcelo, I hear what you're saying, but right now they're doing a crackdown on anything that seems like it could be AI generated. They're going after things that are reused content, and that even means your layouts. So when Tony streams his Thursday matinees, where he has his screen, he has his avatar on the side, and then he has the chats as a big screen. That layout in itself is a repetitive content. It's the same screen over and over, like for hours on end.
Right.
So that's what YouTube is doing. They're taking little things like that, and they're expanding it into to cover all their bases. And it's not just that. It's using the same voices over and over again, using the same characters. His Skeletor shorts, that's reused content, even though he's saying different things. It's the same type of content. The thumbnails are the same. There's a lot. I mean, it goes
It's a
on and on,
combination of issues.
and it will get better. This is going to get fixed eventually, but right now they're cracking down on all of this stuff. Anything that appears to be mass produced, that doesn't, especially when Tony doesn't show his face, and it doesn't appear to be like there's somebody behind the channel as the engine for the channel, and it could just be AI. So anything that's repetitious or automation looking, AI looking, or the templates, even the thumbnails, the templates of your streams, what the stream looks like when you click on it, even if you're saying different things, if it looks the same every time, they're cracking down on that.
Cracking down all the way around.
And it's not the human that's doing it; it's the algorithm that they programmed it to do this.
That's
The same. And this also covers me. Like when I do my streams, I have my intros. With the songs that I've made, and it's the same intro over and over again. So I'm a target too. I need to change that. I need to vary it up. Like singing the same songs over and over again. I need to, if I do karaoke, I need to sing different songs.
Here's the thing. Okay, how many years do you hear the same introductory song to a TV show?
Exactly, but that's not YouTube though.
I get that, but the fact is the classification of what is YouTube, because now you have YouTube, who is also a broadcast provider, and they have to be very careful how they classify themselves, because technically speaking, you broadcasting your channel live is very, very, very similar to any broadcast station generating a TV show.
Exactly.
And you playing your introductory.
But if your studio doesn't like your TV show, if they think that it's not part of, then they will cancel you.
It doesn't matter who created it. The fact is, if you're showing the same sort of content as an introduction to your show, that a TV show does, okay, which
Mhm.
could be,
But YouTube doesn't have the same rules as TV.
Well, that no, you see
Here-
there's the rub, Theta. There's
Exactly.
the rub.
Here-
YouTube,
gentlemen,
And
I
YouTube
just
has been
operates-
changing the rules.
But here's
Yeah.
the thing,
Gentlemen, I just wanted to say really quickly, but we are seeing this. Two perfect examples are Rick Beato and Adam Baldwin, Professor of Rock. Those guys are two perfect examples of why we're talking about this, because they are saying that they're committing similar offenses against the standards and the guidelines of what YouTube is all about. And they're saying, no, they're striking against that because, they
Correct.
want to take us down, is what
correct,
it is.
correct, and that's the thing. YouTube is operating no differently for all intents and purposes than DirecTV, Theta.
Yeah, but that doesn't
Or-
mean.
or
But
Fubo,
different companies that do the same thing don't have to have the same rules.
That's wait a minute, hang on a
Well,
second.
you also,
It doesn't
like I said
matter
in the
because
chat.
they're operated by the same entity. Okay,
No, they're not.
Therefore,
Like I said-
YouTube TV is owned by the same entity that owns YouTube. They
Yeah.
have the same management hierarchy.
But
all
they're
the way
different
up
companies with different terms of service. When
Well-
when you're paying your creators to do this, you're in agreement as a partner when you're monetized to adhere to their rules. And even if their rules are bullshit and don't seem like they make any sense, they have the last say.
Okay,
And what right now they're finding any
we're
reason.
skirting two different kinds of law there. We're skirting two kinds of law there: work for hire and broadcast law.
Well,
Okay?
we're all
that's-
work for hire
But
here.
but you see, that's the thing. The fact is that the medium rules, and the medium is the same. YouTube TV, YouTube Premium, same medium. The medium.
Yeah, okay, but that's like saying like men's basketball and women's basketball need to be paid the same. Like the athletes need to be paid the same.
It's saying that broadcasting men's basketball and women's basketball need to be both paid. Not
Well,
how much.
okay. This is a better example. The height of the basketball net needs to be 10 feet on women's women's leagues. Yes, that's the same. It would be the same thing. Yes, it is.
No. It's the fact that you are transmitting some content that is payable, that is ruled under FTC rules. And by
No,
the
it's
way,
ruled by YouTube. It's not ruled by FTC. That's where you're getting it wrong.
I assure you, YouTube has to abide by the FTC rule.
No,
You mean the
That's-
FCC?
they're their own entity and they can do whatever they
matter.
want.
The FTC is the federal government. They absolutely can shut anybody transmitting anything down. It doesn't matter
Well, yeah,
whether it's
they
over the
can,
air
but
or
they're
the
their own
internet.
entity, and if they're not doing anything
Doesn't
illegal,
matter. Doesn't matter.
if they're not doing anything illegal, the FTC can't do anything about it.
No. If the FTC, okay, if the FTC looks at how they're operating and they are operating with any sort of favoritism as to what content,
But it's not favoritism. It's a rule for everybody.
Legal interpretation. That's the whole thing. Who's
It-
interpreting what's
It's
fair?
the algorithm. It's not human
That's
beings
the
that are doing
problem.
this.
The
This is the
algorithm-
algorithm that they've
And now-
updated.
Then now you get into is
Okay.
the algorithm abiding by the law.
Yeah.
Now
Now,
you have to
gentlemen,
get into
here. Yeah.
Well,
Now, I just
but
want to say real quickly.
YouTube isn't like guaranteed to pay, like they're
Mhm.
not they're not
Right,
going
matters
to
to-
pay us anything.
That's
Like
Hot topic for all of us here.
Yeah. It is.
I'm just telling you what I've read and what
Oh,
I've
you're
looked
right,
through
Dana.
in the YouTube
Yeah.
rules.
FTC for DJ Play
I think it falls under
Yeah,
both.
I gotta drop off too in a
Yeah.
little bit. I have a
Yeah,
stream
so-
in a little bit, but yeah, I just wanted to tell you all the research that I've been doing ever since Jill's channel got demonetized, and
You got
especially
demonetized too?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
yeah, well, Jill's
Yeah.
got
He was the first
demonetized
one
a couple
to-
weeks ago, and I
Yeah,
started looking
Yeah,
into
I
it.
heard
Different
about
reasons,
that.
I
Yes.
think.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
that's what they're going off of, and I mean, you know, I mean,
It's like
there's really nothing we can do at this point other than to change our thumbnails to adhere to the rules that they're setting out right now. It will be fixed eventually, in the next couple months. But right now they're hitting everybody hard because they don't want ASMR videos, low energy or low effort videos being made. Because people can just set up AI programs to run a complete channel, and if they don't have a face behind the channel to prove that the channel is actually run by a human and is the engine of the channel, then that it automatically gets flagged and demonetized.
Yeah. Okay, Theta, I just want to address something to you, and I hope I'm correct in saying this. But like I said, over the 20 years I've been going through now, I have never reached monetization. So to me, it's not an issue. Okay, never reached that, but I have worked on 3, with this one and 2 other previous channels, and I always made sure that I never made anything the same twice. That was one thing I was always told. Now, here's the thing. Businesses, okay, we're talking any companies, corporations, whatever. Now, it seems that there's a different set of rules when it comes to a company. Say, like, okay,
and as partnership, but you get an email saying that the rules have changed, and you need to read them to keep up with the rules.
Yes, but I'm just saying that I'm seeing a lot lately, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm seeing a lot lately that a lot of these companies, corporations, whatever, and we can always say Rick Beato and Professor of Rock are not big companies, but they're their own. They got their own niche, right? They have their own little, like, basically like a small business, right? They talk about rock and roll music and all this other stuff. But that being said, I think that there is different set of guidelines, a different set of rules that apply to companies as opposed to us, small people like we are, as our own channels are developing and growing. And I think it's wrong. I think it's two-faced.
Oh yeah, I definitely think I agree with you completely. It's wrong. It's completely wrong. I'm not condoning this at all. I'm just telling you what the research that I've run into has said, and how we need to avoid it.
Yeah, and we have to be careful with people that hack us, because the last channel I had 8 years with my beautiful wife of content and videos, and they were all gone. Everything just.
And we have to realize that as content creators, we work for YouTube. I mean, we have our own channels.
Yeah, we are.
But that's the company we work for to get to get money. So if they have a change of rules, just like any company, if they want to find a reason to fire you, they will find a reason to fire you.
Yes.
So you have to adhere to their rules, and the rules have changed right now, and it's not being monitored by humans. It's being monitored by the algorithm.
The robots.
See, and then at the end of the day, it's almost like YouTube.
And that's the issue, is that the algorithm doesn't know how to decipher from channels that are completely run by AI from the ones that are run by people that just have content that looks similar every time they stream. And also another factor right now is if you're streaming 7 days a week, or some people are streaming 7 times a day, that's also repetitive content. So right now we also need to do like maybe 3 streams a week just to be safe at the most, because any more than that, it'll flag, and it'll put eyes on your channel.
Does it affect it if it's just webcams? I mean, if they're live webcams on YouTube?
For that, it's more for VTubers. If you see your face then they know that it's a real human behind, the
All the time,
the
right?
channel. Yeah, that's not an issue. But for VTubers and for people that don't show their faces and do the same type of content.
Well, like with the Ranger avatar and so on.
So is YouTube really telling us to do this?
Hey man, just want to let you know that sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up. And this current time is just one of those times you gotta shut the fuck up. I don't think you're a bad person, I just don't want to hear you talking anymore. You gotta shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to some degree, yeah. I mean, but they just don't know how to decipher from AI, like true AI content, and people that are just resembling AI content and not showing their faces and doing the same type of streams over and over again. So yeah, it sucks. It's bullshit. And it's gonna change because the bigger YouTubers are doing the same thing we are. They just have YouTube representatives to to tell YouTube like, hey, this is a real person. This is bullshit, stuff like that. We don't have that luxury, like I was lucky to talk to the representative. I did, and kind of get a little bit of information about this.
It's a constant struggle, Theta. Because I can see, like I said, going back to Rick, going back to Adam, with Professor Rock, and even some of the other content that goes on.
He says, "No, I will not shut up.
Yeah.
I will hear the word of our elder God."
And it's not about shutting up. It's about it's about saying like making sure to not say this, like do repetitive content, like saying the same thing over and over again and having the same shows over and over again. You know what I mean?
Right. But
and having the same type of format for each of your streams. Or channel or videos.
For people that do stream a lot more,
and apparently somebody did not drink enough fluids to stream that many times.
Yeah, well, I don't even drink juicy things. No, the point I'm trying to make is that I don't do enough live streaming to like even warn, so I know, but I can.
Well, it's not just about live streams; it's about videos and shorts.
Videos in general, correct? Right, videos in general, yeah, for sure. But I wish that they would have a more, like I said, because it looks like they're two-sided in regards to the little guys like us and the big corporations. I wish there was a better set of standards that could apply to all of us, and none of this BS that's going on.
Well, I'll tell you the 5 things that everybody can do that is monetized right now that can prevent YouTube's algorithm from eyeing them. Is make sure that you appear on camera. Make sure if you can, if you're a VTuber, there are ways to go around it. But try if you can do that. Make sure to appear on camera. You use commentary while you're showing footage of whatever you're showing on your show. Show reactions like of your face, or show reactions through like memes or editing cuts of your videos and stuff like that. Add your own personality and storytelling. Make sure that your thumbnails are different each time and your titles are different every time on your streams or videos. And I think that's pretty much it. And using voice modulation is fine, but when you do you just have to keep in mind, like when you do a character and do the same jokes or same same type of scenes or whatever over in your streams over again.
Richard has a question for you.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, what I'm trying to say is so many of the people have been getting hit for the things.
Yes, I have, Sig.
For they've been getting hit for have been doing what YouTube told them to do.
Right.
Now,
I just want to help everybody out, so.
and it's ridiculous that they're doing that.
It is. It's insane. Yeah.
The openings and all this other stuff that they're calling repetitive is everything that YouTube requested
Of
get
it tearing
done
me
to
easy.
improve production values, be more professional looking, the same type of formats for your setup, your backgrounds, all that. And they did the same thing to Jill, even though Jill has gone on repeatedly with her own face.
Right.
Now,
Sig, I would definitely say pretty much a new. I mean, you can change it up a lot and keep kind of the same structure, but if you like, I do kind of mean literally a new thumbnail every time. Don't reuse the same thumbnail in like if you use a thumbnail 6 months ago and you want to reuse that thumbnail, I wouldn't do it. I would add something to change it up a little bit.
Yeah, I would use something different.
At least right now, while we're in this hellhole that YouTube is making us all in. I gotta go. I gotta get ready for my stream in 45 minutes.
We'll be over there in a little bit.
I hope I gave some tips for y'all
Respect your
to. I am gonna do a stream talking all about. I have like 14 pages of research and how to keep out of this situation for everybody. So
for sure.
I hope everybody that wants to learn more about this and stay out of the situation, check it out when I do go live. But have a great night, everybody. I love you, Casey. Love you. Nice to see you again. Crazy blogger. And Crazy Horse and Alice and Richard, Dad. I hope y'all have a great night.
Yep.
All right, take care, Katie. We'll see you, brother.
All right, I'm going to be streaming with Tony playing Turtles and KJ Cowboy Dan. So,
nice.
Yep. We'll pop in.
All right, I'll see y'all later. Love y'all.
See you soon. Love you too, Dana. Take care.
You be blessed.
Okay, and Carlos Fish, welcome. He says, Carlos Fish, ECB Club, but we aren't a part of it. I get that. I understand, Carlos. Yes.
He did say I think he meant he changes up his thumbnails all the time.
Yes. Well, the other one that does is Brother Gorilla. Gorilla and Jim. They both change up pretty much all the time, do different things. So they're, as far as I know, they haven't been knocked down for what we were talking about just now. So
and DJ Clean Eye says it's like the adapt and overcome or cry about it. Bitching is good for letting off steam, but it doesn't improve the situations. Work it out and move on, or don't.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to do. And that's why once we get this session over with, I think we all have.
There were a lot of questions created today in a big way.
Yeah.
Brother DJ, that is a great point. That is awesome. We got to hear it from a third party, right? And in this case, you just stated exactly what we've all been thinking.
Well, and you got to remember, we're hearing this from one of the best mods on YouTube.
Oh, for sure.
And I am blessed to have him in our chat because I feel like once we get this all out, and everybody says what they have to, that we can move on from here. You're welcome, DJ. And defeat.
Just swam in.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah.
So I just think it's kind of funny how everyone's panicking on it when it's like, dude, they're going to change the rules however way they see fit, and the only people they want to be a broadcaster. And it's just like when the big shows, like back in the day, like I Love Lucy and stuff like that, they were on a whim to be canceled at any second. And nowadays we look back and go, oh, it was a no-brainer that they kept that on the air. But back then, every 2 seconds, it was on the verge of being canceled out. And it's the same with us. I mean, there's millions and millions
millions of people
of all of us creators And
the YouTube creators, basically, Carlos, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I just want to say quickly, the YouTube creators all want their 15 minutes in the sun. Everybody does. I mean,
yes,
if you ask them, they say they don't want their 15 minutes to be recognized, to be known, then they're idiots or fools. So I'm just saying, we're all wanting. We want to establish our own niche. That's how it is. The niche. I mentioned this before in a previous webcam. I said we all want to have our own little niche in the YouTube community. We want to be unique. We want to be special. Tony's special. Gorilla's special.
I'm
You're
pretty special.
Crazy Analysis special.
Yes,
special.
Keith. You must
Fate
not
is special. And Casey's special. The point I'm trying to make is that we all have that moment. We want to establish that so we can say to the YouTube community, and not just the community, but the rest of the world, that we care, that we're out there, and we're going to give you our honest opinions about what we think about different events and things that are happening. And we hope that you enjoy our content. And if you do, subscribe and have fun with us. Otherwise, go and do your own thing. We're not going to condemn you for that. We're not going to condone you for that. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing I love about my channel with my wife, is that we don't need monetization to please anyone. We don't need the money. Let's put it honestly. We're fine with what we do and what we can put out there. We do know the rules. We know the basic rules. I mean, come on, we've been doing this for 20 years together. You don't think we know the basic rules by now? YouTube is always going to change it. The algorithm is always going to change. But sometimes, like right now, it's not fair to the little guys like us and the big corporations or companies that get the better benefits better than we do. And it's not fair. It's an uneven playing field, is what it is, basically.
Yeah, but nobody.
Yes, and I mean, go ahead, Casey.
I was going to say I don't like this any better than anybody else for obvious reasons. But let's be really honest about it.
Yeah.
And this coming from somebody who knows this very well. Nobody ever said life was going to be fair. Whether we like it or not,
right?
It isn't, and it never will be, unless we actually go out there and make it that way. Unfortunately, at this point, there's no way that we can make it that way with YouTube.
Right.
So it's either.
But Casey, the Democrats that are running YouTube have promised equity. I don't think this is very equitable. We're supposed to all come out.
Carlos, I know what you're saying, my fishing brother. But what I'm also going to say to you is that the thing is, they got it backwards. All we're ever supposed to be given is equity of opportunity, not equity of outcome. If we were getting equity of outcome, we'd have nothing to bother with right now.
Right.
Because Tony
we
would
should
still
all,
right.
Well, it's like when you're working, because most of the creators are working for something, right? But you want to have that equal opportunity. You want to have that equal guideline. You want to have that equal, policy that helps you to grow your own channel the way you want to grow it. And you just want it to be equal. And for some reason, as I said, it's an uneven playing field. They're not playing with a full deck. Okay, their algorithm is completely wacky. I mean, it's nuts. I don't even.
That's
understand.
That's because YouTube used to be for you, and now it is their tube. It's their tube, their rules, their everything, and we're just not invited into the club.
Right? We're just along for the ride. That's it.
No, the thing is,
we're along for the flush.
Yeah,
but the thing is, we wouldn't be even around for the ride if they didn't still need the content we provided. That's all we are to them, because as long as we provide them services for nothing,
right?
And it's
correct
for most of us. I don't care what Cowboy Dan says. The statistics I heard say that the vast majority of YouTubers never get monetized.
Mm-hmm.
It's only.
Yes, I would say that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
it's very accurate. We're basically doing a lot of us are doing things for nothing. Some of us are fine with that, but other people who maybe that's their only source of income are really upset about it, and they have every right to be.
Well,
Every
Yeah.
right.
and
That's why I said that YouTube is incentivized for demonetizing the creators
Right.
because they are getting free content. It that, that's all it boils down to. This is free
Yeah.
content for them, and as long as this stuff is out there and people are watching it, they can throw commercials on it and make money off of it. And if they
Correct.
don't have to share that money, that's money they get to keep. It's I still can't get over the fact all the super chats that Tony got, and they are able to say, no, we're not giving you that money. We're keeping it for ourselves.
They're refusing it. Right. That's blatant
And,
theft.
and DJ
Yeah.
says that monetized channels represent about 5% of all YouTube channels.
Correct.
Now that money,
Actually, Jim, that's not true.
He says small channels don't like invite big channels on their panels.
It's not true.
I would kill for several of our bigger people on my panel.
I would even go as far as saying, hey, Rick Beato, if you're out there listening to any of this, hey, come on board. I'll do a live stream personally and do a one-on-one with you.
Right.
Adam Baldwin over at Professor Rock, you come over. I'll interview you like Letterman did. I'll do that.
Right. There's so many people like I was blessed when Jill came, like in my world, Jill's a big, Jill's hot shit. She knows she's my girl crush. I can say that honestly. It's open stream. And, I adored her coming over and hanging with us. I would love to do a one-on-one with her, Miss Sparkles, Eris. There's a couple others.
Well, you guys are familiar with Netter's Network and Troy Pacelli.
Oh my God, we all love Troy and Netter.
And I told him specifically. I even told his wife Netter. I said, "Come to my channel. Come to Chatty Blogger MS. I will do a 1v1 with both of you." You already did one with
I don't know if they realize how much hot shit they are in our little circle, but oh my God, when you come on, okay, totally sidetracking the show, 2.5, but when totally coming on as a couple YouTubing or whatever, Netters and Troy, Crazy needed to know something, and Troy was like, "This is how you do it.
Here's how you get in touch with me."
Yeah, Netters was doing her homegrown. She's making cough drops, which was so cute. I know y'all think that's weird.
And Richard, and even Richard has mentioned that he's had prominent celebs. Let's be honest; these are Tony, Heroic Voices, Jill, Scooby Pop. I mean, he's mentioning there in the chat. He's had them on his channel. I've had, I had Jim on my channel. I had Kurt Selby. I had my best friend Larry, who knows people in Hollywood and music and everything. I had him on 3 times, my best friend. So, I consider them celebrities. To me, they can come on my channel anytime. And I would love to interview them. I would have no.
We didn't even know if we were going to do a stream tonight when a few of us just started chatting back.
Right.
But I love this. I love this because this is all the stuff that if we get out there now, we all can formulate a great game plan that's going to keep us in the game, is going to keep Casey in the game, is going to keep us all going, is going to get the fish the recognition because the fish is so steamy.
I would just say this because I'm going to have to go in a second. Just keep in mind that in the end, they all want us to be the same. And in their eyes, we are the same when we come out of the end. The end being a butthole. We're all pieces of shit.
Well,
they don't care. I mean, and it's very unfortunate. I mean, they think that they can get by with 20 or 30 big time channels, and they only want to talk to those who have done a corporation and so on and so forth. And it's just, I think what the problem is YouTube has gotten so big and it's so woke. A lot of big companies, what they do is they bring people in that only are looking out for themselves, not for the brand. And they find ways to start funneling the money away. and little by little they line their own pockets while the building burns around them. They're still stealing the staplers. I think that's kind of what's going on is with like Tony, they just took his thing. Well, I know Casey sent him a couple super chats. Where did that money go? If it's supposed to go to Tony and YouTube takes it and they don't give it back to Casey and they don't give it to Tony, that's blatant theft. But they'll go, oh, well, you agreed to the rules, and the rules state what? That you can steal money?
Yeah,
they're going to get the biggest class action lawsuit you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, those super chats are fucking are tips that are being given
Yes.
to the entertainer, and that's actually covered by federal law now.
Yes,
it is covered by federal law. You're right, Richard, because it is technically what you're doing is when you give a super chat or a super sticker, you are tipping the host of the channel because of their good content, because of their good nature and how they treat others on their chats. You're giving them that benefit. That is a gift. Gifts are covered. They should be covered and given to the person that deserves it. Okay, whoever that is. And like Carlos just said, this is blatant theft on a wide scale. They are stealing from you, literally taking it out of your pocket. And you think you're handing it to the host, and no, it's gone. And then you're like, what? Now what? You know.
Wait. What is Case? What you got to say? And I know Carlos has to go soon, and I don't want to miss out on what the Fish has to say. But Case,
I didn't even expect this to last this long.
Well, I'm going to be honest. That's why most of the time, 90, 95, 98% now, I'll put it in PayPal. PayPal will take less, but at least the end user gets more, because the point is, it's like, think about this. YouTube takes a 30% cut, even, I mean, just for being in the building, just for having the platform. And the thing is, it's like, so they get free content. They get 30% off the top. Then they get more money, because they're getting something off of every transaction that you do there. And that's what pisses me off.
Yeah.
If it's so important for them to make sure that these things are done right.
Yeah.
And
Casey,
like,
I just want to ask you so real quickly, and then I want to have Carlos say his thing. But when it comes to companies like PayPal, Patreon, I see a lot of that now. Does that actually mean that if you subscribe to those companies, that you do get something back? Do you get anything back?
Well, there is a way. There is a way if there is a problem with PayPal. There is a way to negotiate to get the money back.
I see.
But the thing is, the thing I like about it is when I give money to Tony or to anybody else that I give money to.
Yes.
If I do it in PayPal, at least I know they get more of it than YouTube gets, because to me it isn't really fair that YouTube gets anything. I mean, other than what they actually need to keep the system running, because if they're not even hiring people to do major work like fact checking,
Carlos, do you have something to say to that? I know you have to go.
I would just say that keep this in mind. The YouTube situation is kind of bullshit. They only pay you out when you've made over $100, and they pay you out one time a month. So like Tony was saying something about $1,200 was going to be in his next payment, and they've locked it up. Yeah. So just keep this in mind. While they are generating that money from ad revenue,
right,
they are getting to keep it and invest it for that entire time period, which means that they're making interest off that money. So the whole thing is a giant racket, and all these sites that have done that over the past, where, oh, well, yeah, we'll give you a refund in 30 days, 60 days, whatever. That's all bullshit, because they want to just keep your money. and invested in their accounts and stuff. It's a giant scam. None of the companies, you said, like Casey said, PayPal is no saint. I mean, they've done a lot of banning and stuff. So it's better because it gives the money to the person directly. But I know that PayPal has a thing with eBay where if they decide you're a new account or they just don't like you, they'll put your money on hold for like 2 months, and you're expected to still ship the eBay item and with your own money and sit without no money. And it's like, well, am I getting paid for this or what?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, and it is.
So,
by the way, I know one of us mentioned that it was just Democrats. No, it's a combined of Dems, reps, independents. Even there's even a few people involved in it. It's a whole big business that they are stealing rightful money that belongs to us when you're being monetized. That they're stealing from us and putting it in their pockets. It's just like congressmen or congresswomen or whoever the fuck runs the government. Excuse my language. But,
Well, it's like I said.
well, I was just joking because the Democrats tend to be the one who talk about equity.
Well, they're the ones that
as
get
opposed
the
to
blame
equality.
first, right? So
Well, it's
Yes.
like I said. It's like
I
I
don't
said.
live in America anymore to know that.
Is benefiting
Anyway,
from demonetizing because they get to keep the money.
Right, Richard.
Yes.
And that's the problem.
Yes.
They have the ability to pull this off because they benefit from it.
Yeah.
They directly benefit
Well,
from doing this.
Yeah, Richard, and it's you know what it's like too is it's like they feel like we don't have enough legal action to initiate. That
No,
we don't
we
have
don't.
we don't have the money to pay for lawyers, let's say in a civil action, because this for me would be a civil action suit, honestly, like the whole thing. And I don't have the money to pay for lawyers to go up against the big company like YouTube and say you're stealing money from me. That's if I was being monetized. But
Well, Mikey, I
I
actually love the point that you just made because life has been like we have felt that on the other side of it. So I actually love that point that you made because I think it really does solidify how they basically have your balls.
Oh, wait.
Oh, they have your balls in the wind.
Right
They've had it waited for years.
Here it comes.
No. Please. No, not that. Yes, that. Sanders, sir.
And that's what YouTube
Testicular
is
torsion.
And I can fix it. I can fix the balls, boys. We all know I can put them back where they need to go.
But that's
YouTube is putting us under that fucking beam right there.
It is. It's the perfect representation. We are literally just being scalded and beat up and we try to fight it and we just can't. We're just like, holy crap, we're taking this. Okay. Yeah. So.
I think the biggest thing is try and be as creative as you can possibly be. Sure. And you need to be able to show yourself on camera. Don't do the same acts and stuff like that. I like Tony. I really do. But Tony has a tendency to get on and run his shows like he's doing a Las Vegas residency where it's the same show multiple times.
I could do Savannah.
Hi, Alice. Hey, you know what, Alice? You need to do something out of Bob Barker. You need to do something out of Bob Barker, like display.
Yes, the price is wrong, bitch.
The price is wrong is Theta. I cannot tread on Theta, but yes, he is going to do the price is wrong with the Nintendo. I will be Savannah. I've told Theta I'll deal the cards. I will poop out of a box. I'm hopefully to you all as real as I am sitting in our YouTube studio. Sit.
And even crazy like, hey, y'all. Hey.
It's a crazy hand.
Hey.
Hey, shouldn't it be a crazy hoof?
Hey, Alice, I think maybe we should come up with another name. I think it should be either only tail or only hoof.
Well, so I was seriously screwing with L earlier, and I was like, I whip my tail back and forth. I whip my tail back and forth. I whip my tail back and forth. But then
in terms of the horse jokes, I'm going to say nay.
But she's the and it's like, I like my horsey buttons and I cannot lie. And she starts swinging that butt, and I'm like, oh, girlfriend.
Now there you go, crazy horse.
All right, you guys. I got to swim off.
Hey,
You guys all have fun. Be safe. Be fresh with your content. And yeah, good luck.
Take care, Carlos, amigo. Take care.
All right. Adios.
Adios.
We still got
And then there are 4. Cuatro. See, now, here's the thing. I can just go like, okay, see, here's a Hello Kitty design. This thing can go that way, never spill. And it's got the wonderful, again, Hello Kitty look. It's adorable.
So
oh my God, Mikey, I love it.
Yeah.
The next show is at 9:30. But you can see us. Don't forget to tip your wagers to try your
Good job, Tim.
No, Mikey, sing my song. Mikey, sing my song.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant, except in Alice. Yeah, there you go.
And Carlos says, I can only count the quattro. It's not working. I can only count the puppet reference.
I can only count to 4. I can only count to 4.
Oh, I need that.
Well, you know, it's funny because when they go, 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, bullet. Yeah, right. Hey, somebody's calling me. Hello.
Casey.
No, it's Mikey this time.
No, it's me this time.
Is it Casey or Mikey?
Casey.
No,
Casey.
no, it's not me. I don't know if it works.
There you go.
Okay, Casey's getting the night call.
It happens.
Okay.
Well, we gotta start wrapping up anyway.
Yeah, we do got to start heading to datas in a little bit.
Yep.
Okay.
Time to hockey shit.
Once again, I want to say Richard, and I want to say, of course, to Crazy Horse and Alice and Casey, my favorite Grim Reaper. I'm always blessed and honored when you guys have me up here on the wonderful panels you guys do. And I want to say, I didn't get a chance to really say, but that awesome Artemis 2 splashdown, which took forever.
Oh, it did. And thank you, Mikey and Kate, for hanging in there with us.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys invited me. That was
I'm
a lot
looking
of
at
fun.
some of the other streams they're still doing, which have been kind of interesting now.
Oh, and I've been totally nerding out on the self-return rockets, and
Yeah, and I just did a like I said, I'm sorry I didn't know that you guys were running while I was doing my breaking news webcam about Sid Croft, with the demise now. He's gone. There's nobody else
and you've got Mikey, you have so much to cover, and you have so many followers and listeners and subs. I cannot. I feel bad dragging everybody away from their people. I'm just blessed at the time you get to spend with us, and we get to steal you for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I gotta say this. No, it's nice when other channels mention and send an invite link to be guest on panel, but I only get them from Sci-Fi Nation lately. Only. Well, actually, we'll be doing some Star Trek stuff soon, Jim, and you will definitely have a link when that happens.
Yeah.
We've been kind of winging it lately.
Well, and you know what thing is?
And I did shit. And you can ask Casey, you can ask Carlos, you can ask Mikey. There weren't links sent out tonight. So no, we'll get you there. You're still here.
The thing is my nerd is wide, right? So when you come down my hole, we all know we get caught up in a whirlwind and we go 6 different ways of Sunday. But that's what I love about my nerd in our community is I'm Casey's nerd when it comes to writing. I'm Richard's nerd when it comes to rolling dice. I'm Mikey's nerd when it comes to mops.
Yes.
Our nerds just stupid fucking big, and we will hopefully. And then I'm DJ Ronnie G's nerd when I talk about space.
Yeah, and even though we've slotted 7 p.m. on Mondays, this stream almost didn't happen.
No, but I have you guys, and I have my Reaper,
and we knew it would be a big vent section because it just affected so many people today.
And that was the thing is I wanted to get everybody in my bar. I wanted to get our people here because when they hopped on, he said a lot of stuff that and Faye is our resident not law-abiding citizen, but like that sounded really bad.
That's also I think a movie.
Yeah, Faye, if you hear that, I'm sorry, but we have so many of us, so many spectrums of YouTube, and what we're all trying to do that just to get us all in one place and to vent and to know that one, Tony's taken care of. So thank you, Case. Thank you,
everybody. Furious Dan,
for
money down. Oh my God!
For everybody that for our family. We love you guys, and that's why I love having you all here.
And I know Theta needs a lot of support too. We can't forget about him just for Tony, because we were trying to help Theta out this last week when he's had a hell of an issue.
The thing is we're all one big sexy ass YouTube community, and we touch a lot of nerds. So
Theta needs a lot of help too right now.
Yep.
And Richard, you definitely, and I'm gonna take this opportunity to tell Richard how much we love him and how much Richard has also done his part in helping this family and feeding this family.
He's like, don't forget to grab a handful of Kit Kats. We've got 12 tons to do something with.
And apparently I'm making a freaking cheesecake with the Kit Kats.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had we had this awesome cheesecake we came across the other day. On Sunday, we went and had our early 10-year wedding anniversary meal.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Give my sister love for that one.
And I'm going to give this clip to DJ Play Nice.
Okay. Get those nerds! Nerds! What?
Nerd!
Hey, that's our word, man. That's our word.
That works.
Yeah.
No, but our dessert was a triple chocolate cheesecake from Ghirardelli Square in San Francisco. This place was offering it. It's called the Halibut House. It is such a great place. We knew it was there, but we'd never been inside, and it's a fabulous restaurant. And so that's where we had our anniversary dinner. It was so good.
I am so glad you treated her well, because between you knowing my chocolate preference and then Casey knowing all of my other preferences, including what kind of gum I like, which Casey, I love you. We are so stuck with each other.
Well, we have two, like I said, we have two cats right now, but I'm blessing her with a third little kitten coming on her birthday when she turns the big 60. Oh, excuse me, she's 40. My wife. Yeah, but we're going to have this cute little black female kitten, and we're going to name her Onyx. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're gonna try to find Onyx before her birthday on June 13th, which, by the way, we'll do a webcam and say, wish my wife a beautiful happy birthday. So.
Okay, that is.
So that's coming up on June 13th. Or if you guys would like to do a live stream, I wouldn't mind doing a live stream. Yeah, with you guys.
If you want, I can always do a birthday live stream like I did for everybody else.
Oh, would you do that for my wife? That'd be great, Richard, if you could.
Yeah, just send me the date and time and when y'all want to do it, and I'll see if I can set it all, get everything.
Oh, we can do it anytime. We're both retired, buddy.
All right.
We're good.
Retired but young. Wait a second. Let me just put this in there. They're retired but young, so they still have so much life left. Oh, and they're spunky, because my soul sister is one spunky, Mikey, I'm going to say the B word. She's one spicy bitch, because I love her.
No, say it right.
Y'all.
Oh, y'all.
Or if you're going to say it Southern, beach.
Gina Bourgie. Yeah. Do it, Dad.
No, that was one of the things Mom always taught me. Is you got to say it right. You got to say beach. Do it right.
Oh, and with this, I think it's the best time to do our thing and hawk our shit.
Yep, because we gotta go over to Theta. She's already live.
All right.
And Tim, I'll always show you the blue, baby. Always show you.
Trying to prep now.
Hey, Richard, what you got coming up? You go first, brother.
Well, we've got Fireside Chat. We're gonna more than likely do it tomorrow, so Marcelo can join in. We've got some really good stories coming up. We've got, of course, what we talked about a little bit today with what's going on with YouTube and the way they keep changing shit without letting you know. We've also going to talk a little bit about IBM because this is something Marcelo actually knows about. He's the one that brought it to the table. We've got multiple stories that we're going to be covering. So yeah, like I said, we'll do it tomorrow. We've got 2 resignations that came about. Eric Swalwell and Thomas Gonzalez both resigned today. We've got the Democrats up in California wanting to outlaw and make it illegal to be an investigative journalist in the state of California. They're actually referring it to as the Stop Nick Shirley Act. That's fucking crazy. We've got the craziness going on with Pokemon cards. And, I mean, for the love of God, people, retailers went to go pick up their Pokemon cards. They come out, they found trackers under their trucks. There was a shooting in Indiana over these cards that just came out. So, yeah, we got a whole bunch of fun stuff to talk about tomorrow. So, yeah,
All right, cool, Richard.
All right.
We'll be listening.
Who is it going to be? Casey or is it going to be Mikey? It's going to.
I'm gonna let Casey go next because even though he usually always.
I need to make a new notepad file.
Even though Casey usually always ends the show, I don't want to miss out on him doing his thing because Casey's channel is a channel that does not get enough attention. So everybody out there, if you would like, click subscribe, and actually watch his videos. He has hot stuff out there, and we're working on so much more. So Casey,
I can't find the link.
Do your
but
thing.
It's Casey's Creepy Creations. Search it. I'm trying to find the link.
Yeah, I know it's only I know it's only 6 months till October, but believe me, I know my wife Suzanne, that's her favorite holiday is Halloween. She's counting down the days.
Oh, just wait, because we're gonna do Halloween big around here down the hole. Because now that we have the Reaper, ain't nothing gonna stop us on Halloween. Case, do your thing.
Casey, go ahead. Casey, what you got coming up? My favorite.
He had a call. Oh, he might have.
Oh, Casey might.
Oh, he's on a call. Okay.
So Casey, you want to plug him or should I?
Well, you go ahead and plug him. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, thank you, DJ, who always.
Thank you, DJ.
Thank you, DJ.
Here's his link.
He's the man.
Okay, let's try that again. I don't know why that should happen. I have no clue. Mikey, thank you for being understanding. In honor of Alice, I will just say it's been a really delightful fright to be here with you tonight. And if you want to see some of the best short horror fiction that you will ever find on YouTube, you might not want to go to my channel, but it might be after you get back from the other channel, you might want to stop by, check me out at Casey's Creepy Creations, and leave a like, share, and a comment, please. Comments help more than you know. And I love you one and all. And like I say, crazy. When we get only tales going, I'm going to make you a computerized horse.
That'll work.
But anyway, back to Mikey at the regularly scheduled program.
Mikey, do your thing, love.
Okay, so here at Chatty Blogger MS, as it says right below, just type that in exactly as it is, and you'll reach us. And hit that subscribe button. Subscribe does help a lot. It does help out the algorithm a little bit. Makes people know that you are out there and trying to put out the best possible content you can.
Something like
we're still covering our final episodes of season 5 of that great spy parody series back in the late 60s and early 70s. Get Smart. So we're finishing up season 5, and then we will also go into the unofficial season 6, which premiered on Fox TV back in 1995 with the 7 episodes of the new Get Smart from there. And then on May 10th, I'm hoping to put together a very special panel of people. I already have it set up in StreamYard, but on May 10th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm trying to get myself and 5 other special people to talk about the final 3 Get Smart movies that appeared after the series was over. And that was The Nude Bomb in 1980. And then there was a TV reunion movie, which came out on ABC, which was the first network to reject them before NBC picked them up. And that was from 1989. And then there is that great, which I think it's a great, good send up of Get Smart when Steve Carell and Anne Hathaway and the rest all came on and did that in 2008. I thought that was probably one of the better reboots of any previous TV series which ever came out. So there's that. We'll talk about that movie as well. And then everybody did the poll, and I finally ended the poll of asking you folks, what is the next step in the continuing Chatty Blogger MS story? And in either August or September, I will start with another series that everybody asked for. 67% overall. That was great. 15 votes. We're going with Charlie's Angels, and then we're going to do another live stream at the end of that with the 2 movies. I don't know if we want to do the third one with Elizabeth Banks and Kirsten Stewart, but I guess we have to have fair play, so we'll do that one. So that's all coming up here on Chatty Blogger MS. And as I said, I definitely would like to do a live if Richard wants to put it together, or Crazy Horse and Alice, or even Casey, for my wife, because I believe she deserves it. She's going to be celebrating 60 years of life on June 13th. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah. Well, just have not Casey, but Crazy or Alice send me something to use for avatars for the 2 of you.
Thank you so much. That would be appreciated. Thank you, Richard.
You're welcome.
Okay, right.
By then, maybe I'll have something a little special. That is, of course, if YouTube doesn't count it as inauthentic programming.
Never inappropriate. Wow. And just to kind of end the night, as always, I'm Alice, in the flesh, in person, in my YouTube studio. Okay, with my glasses on, because y'all know out there, I'm blind as you know what. And you can find us on Crazy Horse 1985. We love to do happy hour Monday nights at 7, whether it be talking about something super kind of in-depth like tonight, or absolutely cutting it up and shooting the shit. And then we also have Off the Cuff with Alice, with, again, a little repetitive, but hey, it may work. On Saturdays at 7, we love rolling right into thetas of nerd archaeology, and we love each and every one of you. I just want to thank my beautiful, crazy, intelligent, kick-ass panel, as well as my chat, which is always wonderful and filled with the most, heartwarming people that I know and love. We love each and every one of you. Thank you guys for being here with us, and we're out.
Now, gonna leave you with a little parody Suno from Cowboy KJC Dan from Boondock Saints 2, All Saints Day. And
I made my decision and stood next to you, and it was an honor, and I wouldn't change that for the whole world, not 1 minute of it. Now Slinty, he was sort of a badass though, wasn't he? Shades of Eastwood, Charlie Bronson, Duke fucking Wayne, Duke fucking Wayne, Duke fucking Wayne. Men build things, then we die. It's in our fucking DNA. That's what we do. And when it all falls down, we build it right back up again. But this time bigger, better. Look what we can do. Look how fucking beautiful we are. You think the men that built all this had it easy? Hard men doing hard shit. And that gives me a hard on, but not in a gay way or anything. No, of course not. Yeah, goes without saying. I am so sick of this self-help 12-step leftover hippie generation bullshit. You know what the world needs now? Love! Sweet love! You know what love spelled backwards is? Kiss my ass! Now they don't want you to do anything, right? Just sit there. Don't drink. Don't smoke. Don't drive fast. Fuck it. Do it all, I say. You think Duke Wayne spent all his time talking about his feelings with a fucking therapist? There's no fucking way he did. John Wayne died with 5 pounds of undigested red meat in his ass. Now that's a man. Real men hide their feelings. Why? Because it's none of your fucking business. Men do not cry. Men do not pout. Men jack you in the fucking jaw and say,